Hey, welcome to two. I'm your host, Echo Van Grey Wolf, and we are going to do a live TikTok and a live Instagram. Live TikTok. So what we're gonna learn today, we're gonna learn about badass and try to beat three people at the same time. No. So if you have been jumping, it's supposed to be like so that if you are jumping, you will be able to defend yourself a little bit better in a lifetime because now I think about it, maybe more because of other incidences, but body position is everything. Where you need to be, where you are, and what you need to be doing at that point in time. The guy behind you is always the most dangerous guy. The two that you can see here, they're not that dangerous because you can see them. That's the clear cut of that right there. Because you can see them on either side. This guy here, that's the guy you got to worry about the most. Right? Because that guy you don't see. And sometimes the scenario could be just you versus one or two people. Sometimes it could be you versus three. It could be you versus more. Again, if you're not going around fighting people all your fucking life, then you can watch movies and they'll show you how people handle shit when they jump. But understand, if you have never been jumped before, this here is a lesson of body positioning so that you'll know where the fuck you need to be and what you need to look out for. And these are not living people, so they're not going to be reacting to anything that I do. Alright? And also remember that most of the times when you watch movies, most of that shit's been choreographed by very good stunt people and martial artists. They know how to fall, know how to take a hit, know how to be in the right position, and they have X's on the ground so they know where the fuck to stay. Alright? And they make the actor, or the martial artist that is the actor, that is the star, look very, very good. Alright, so this guy behind me is the most dangerous threat, even though you do see these two behind me. Alright? So my main job is to take out this guy behind me first. Now, you don't know how many people are going to attack you ever in life. You just don't know that. But you do know that every time you piss somebody off, that's one more person you can add to the list of somebody might adapt me because I probably pissed them off on some level or another. I'm probably going to get a lot of smoke from this from Marshall Talk. I'm probably going to get a lot of talk to this from Instagram. And to you, I say, if you haven't been jumped before in your life, shut the fuck up. I said what I said. Shut the fuck up. If you have been jumped before, you still don't come at me because my jumping experience ain't the same as your jumping experience because I'm 5'3". Alright? If you want to add that half, that's fine. If you want to take away that half, that's fine. Either way you slice it legally, I'm 5'3 and a half. However, military didn't register me as 5'3 and a half, they registered me as 5'3. So leave it there. Now, this guy's in striking distance here. This guy's in striking distance here. This guy's the most deadly because I don't see him. So if I'm backing up and these guys are backing me up, I should probably make them face me, right? If he's facing me, he's facing me. I hope you guys on the phone and tablet can see these two guys. So if they're facing me and they're backing me into a corner, I know that I got a problem and he's right there. So as you see where my body position is, my body is positioned to hit the guy over here first because he looks like he's the closest to me. But technically, this guy's the closest to me. So I can always walk back an elbow, but I have to know that he's there. I have to know the standing distance between him and I don't know that until I throw that kick or that punch. So that's your first thing. You have to be very aware around of your surroundings. So your head does not turn around like the exorcist, but your eyes and your shit move. So if you see them, immediately you should look behind you. Immediately. Because this guy can be like this, getting ready to grab you. And so if that's the case, you see where I am, elbow him in the face, or I can while I handle that guy all the time. The thing is, most of it in the movies is all choreographed. Alright, I just do it. Then you got three goddamn scared people. Now the hard part up here, because you're gonna be scared. So you need to have your fighting skills stupid. You know. So not to do anything stupid. But sometimes stupid might actually help you out. You get this position by their eyes. If you got to contradict that, there may not be anybody there. Looking at me, you got to look at their eyes to see what the fuck they looking at. Me against him. Body positioning is going to be very. I'm set. Now I'm gonna get right behind me. Now I know that there's three people. So maybe they decided they want to fight in a different move now because I'm away from them. I gotta find out who. So let's say this guy comes first. Shoot, that guy comes next, and then the guy in the middle comes. Now you see, I stayed back far enough that yeah, I hit this guy and I hit this guy. I still got space for this jackass to come at me too. But I cleared space so that they can't hurt me. Clearly, I don't have a way out of this other than to fight. So I need to make sure I'm far enough away in the body position that I'm at, so that there is a lot of space between me and them. Now, if I knock both these dudes out, smart money says run. All right. Pride comes before a fall, so I might be prideful and stupid and be like, all right, well, fuck it, I knocked these two dudes down. I said down, not out, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the big guy. That could be the kiss of death. Understand? I took out two dudes. I left the third guy. If I ran after taking out the first two dudes, I'm good, because they got to get up to catch me. You're going to get a running start behind me anyway. The scenarios you have to work in your head. This guy's closer to my leg. This guy's right behind me. It's like boom, because by the time I elbow this guy, he's going to be moving and he's going to be moving. So boom, and I push him, I can go here. You know, I have means of getting out of this situation, but the main thing I need to do is be calm up here. All right? Once you lose your fight up here, you've lost your fight here. Alright? Your brain wins the fight before your fucking damn body does. But there are some circumstances where you don't have time to think and you only have time to react. And for those people who have been training as long as I have, 9 times out of 10 your reaction and your thinking are working in tandem. You know, that means they're going to be working right together. So if I'm thinking that I'm about to get hit by this guy and I elbow him and I kick this guy and I kick this guy and I go back to this guy, I'm going to keep on the attack. Because the second I let off their ass, they're probably going to beat my ass. So we're not having that shit. And again, if you have not been jumped before, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I have been jumped before. I got jumped on my job, and I had a dude like this guy talking shit, and this guy that I lowered my guard to, because I saw him go around the dumpster. I ain't think nothing of it. You know, because he won't no threat, because he won't talk. I've learned that sometimes the guy talking is really not the threat. Alright? Sometimes the guy that's talking is the motherfucking distraction, which is how I got jumped at my job. Because the guy came behind me and put me in a bear hug from reverse. Now, for those who do not know, this is a bear hug. He came behind me. My arms were stuck right here. So he started ragdolling me, so my arms and legs are swinging this way, and I just threw myself forward using what little bit of judo I knew. He landed on his back, and I was on top of him. I took this elbow, and I grinded it into his goddamn gut. When he released my arms, I rolled up off him and said, all right, let's go. He couldn't get back up. 2 things that fucked him up was when we slammed on the concrete, he was my pillow. He wanted to fight. He didn't want to fight no more after that because he couldn't. His head hit the concrete, his back hit the concrete. There wasn't much more he could really do. By that time, the motherfucker that was doing all the talking shut the fuck up. Alright? Because he didn't think I could do shit until that shit happened. Once that shit happened, everything went dead silence. The guy that showed them me was my friend. He didn't know they were going to attack me. Neither did 2 girlfriends. This happened at Kevin's. I was like 16 or 17 years old, back in the fucking 90s, early 90s, like 92, 93, somewhere in there. And we landed on him. He had me like this, and I drug my elbow in there. I jiggled it a little bit, right up in here. His arms fell off. I rolled back off of him. I said, now you can get the fuck up. You want to fight? I'm going to give you the chance you ain't giving me. You want to attack a motherfucker from the back? You think I ain't never been attacked from the back before? Hey, I'm colored, man. People always trying to fucking fight me because I'm short. I know how the way the world works. So, when he got up, I went to hit him, and I don't know how the fuck she did it. His girlfriend got in the way. I don't hit girls. She wouldn't get out of the way, which was his saving grace. The motherfucker that was running his mouth, he helped him up, helped him back to the way they was going. The guy that was my friend, that was their friend, he just wanted me to show them. He didn't know they was going to attack me. All that shit is forgiven. But I did learn from that lesson. But careful where you show off at. Because you don't know who the fuck's watching you, and you don't know who wants to fucking co-worker, big tall red-headed dude named Chris, I was martial artist until that day. Then he learned I actually know Kung Fu and Karate and a couple other miscellaneous martial arts in there, which is why I say you need to be well-rounded. You understand where I'm at, all right? I am in striking distance from 1, 2, and 3. This guy, I'm in leg distance, I'm in leg distance, I'm in leg distance. Now your legs are longer than your arms. Are they always the devices move to use first? Hell no. Your arms are probably going to be your dangerous devices to use first, like so. Alright, this guy right here would have fucked me up when I attacked those two. That's why I said that guy behind you is the fucking most dangerous guy. Alright, so if I don't know he's there, and I go, boom, I'm going to turn around, and he's going to knock my ass down, or he's going to be on me like snack on shit. Body position. So if I see both of their eyes looking at this guy instead of looking at me, and you can tell when someone's looking at you and looking at someone else, you know, they always give themselves away. You know, it's like, I'm looking at this pole over here, but I'm also looking at these two cameras. So I'm focused on that pole right there. Why am I focused on that pole? Because this is going to show you that I am literally looking over here at this pole under our neighbor's house where there's a crib. Alright? So I'm looking at you with my left eye, and I'm looking at that thing with my right eye. And both my eyes are slightly to the right. Alright? So you understand how that shit works. If they're looking left, or they're looking too hard out of his left eye and out of his right eye, I got a fucking problem. And it's this bastard right here. Alright? And so with this bastard right here, I'm going to need to be able to take his ass out. I'm going to need to get him before I get them. Because if I don't, when I go for them, he can simply just grab me and pull me back. There's a lot of things he can do when I go for his friends. Alright? And no, we are not going to do this. Because if both of them catch my feet, they're going to make a wish. Alright? I know somebody's probably thinking, oh, well, you could just split eagle kick with them. Yeah, you could. But you ain't thinking about the dark side of that scenario where this guy catches my foot and this guy catches my foot. I still got this guy behind me. They're going to slam on my face, they're going to slam on my back. Either one of those are going to be really bad for me. Understand that shit. Understanding body position. I want to keep all three of these guys in striking distance of both my hands and my feet. But I also want to be able to use them against each other because they might not be well organized at working together as a team at jumping people, which most people aren't. You know, most people who jump somebody, they ain't really got a whole plan because they don't know what that person they're about to jump is capable of until the fight actually starts. Alright? So let's say this guy's coming at me. I know this guy's here now, so let's go boom. You know, now I gotta worry about this guy because I done hit him and I kicked him. Alright? So this guy takes a stand, boom. You know, now that I got him, now let's say I'm strong enough to knock all of them down, but not strong enough to knock them out. Now all of them on the ground. So now I'm moving over here. Why am I moving over here? I'm giving myself distance, I'm giving myself space so that if they get up, which I'm sure they will, if they get up, now I can see all three of them. Now that I can see all three of them, I need to go into plan B. Do I run or do I fight? If there's not a door behind me or a wall or an obstruction, get the fuck out of Dodge. There's no shame in that. He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. He who tries to assert his will generally and usually winds up killed. Keep that shit in mind. Just because I knocked all three of them down, don't mean I can beat all three of them at the same time. You know, but if I run away, I got a good chance that one or all three might follow me. Now, where am I running to? If I'm running somewhere where I got a home court advantage, great. But if there's a wall here and I ain't got no way out and I gotta fight these motherfuckers, I need to hurt people now. I understand the difference of what I just said. I need to fight them, but I need to hurt them. I don't need to win. I need to hurt them. H-U-R-T, hurt. Which means I gotta break some elbows and some kneecaps. I gotta survive this shit. It's 3-on-1. I gotta make sure that what I do to them, they ain't gonna forget who I am. They also ain't gonna wanna come back. And you also can't use your hands if your elbows is broken. So I'm gonna make sure that I fuck this shit up without question. Use our brains, we're gonna use our fit up. Because as I said, I can get lucky, this guy can have a glass jaw. And if he's got a glass jaw and he's going down, I'm good. Because now I ain't got but two little assholes to deal with. Now this guy is like tall because he's just made that way. So I want to take out the biggest guy first. Alright? Not because he's the most dangerous threat for being big, but because he's fucking behind me. That's the only thing that makes him more dangerous than these two guys. Because we're roughly the same size. We're roughly the same size. And as you can see, this guy's hella bigger than me. I want to get him out the way first. Because if he's hella bigger than me, he's probably hella stronger than me too. Alright? I'm worried about the little guy a little bit shorter than me. Not worried about that guy because he's about my size. But this son bitch right here, oh god yeah, I'm worried about him because he's one of those people that are bigger than me, stronger than me, and believe that he can whoop my ass because I'm small. He's got nothing coming. The size of a person does not guarantee a victory. Your skill levels guarantee you a victory. So it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you think you are, it matters what you know you can do. Alright? Then me elbowing this guy and bringing him down when I throw my knee into him. These two guys are still going to be coming. Whichever one of them reached me first is either going to get this guy or they're going to get a piece of me. Alright? He's closer, so if I'm elbowing a knee in him and I bring it up and I push him into here, I can turn right around into this guy and bust his shit while this guy and this guy's recovering. While they're recovering, I got this guy. I'm going to beat his ass. Period. And if I still got a hold of him, I'm going to shove him into another two dudes. Because I still need weaponry and I ain't got none. This is where it comes into, are you the weapon or are you the user of the weapon? Or you're an amalgamation of both. You will always be an amalgamation of both, especially if you don't have weapons in your hands. You are the user of the weapon that is your fist, your elbow, your knees, your feet, and your forearm. You're going to need to utilize everything that you've ever learned in a dojo, and you're going to need to utilize it quick because you got 3 people that ain't trying to play with you. You got 3 people. You getting jumped. I don't give a damn where you're at, but you're getting jumped. Your body position is everything. If you keep them at bay with your feet, remember I talked about range fighting? See how far he is? You see how far he is? You see how far he is? All of them are within kicking distance. I never kick first, but I want to make sure that I have enough range that if he throws a punch, I can move and still strike this guy. If he throws a kick, I can kick him or I can strike this guy as I do. Boom. You know, I need to make sure that my shit's going to get me the fuck out of Dodge in one piece. You know, I got 3 people. As you can see, there are various sizes. This goes back to another video I made about sparring with everyone in your dojo of every different size. Now, I don't suggest you be gender restricted, but if you are female, spar with men of different sizes so that you can understand how to fight men of different sizes. If you're a male, it's more than likely you're probably taller than all the females in your class, and unless they're doing what I asked them to do, which is spar with men, don't bully the girls, alright? But you can still spar with them. And spar with light contact, do not spar with full-on contact. Everybody knows that if you spar with full-on contact, you're going to hurt your training partner, and that is unacceptable. But in this scenario, I'm fighting to survive. I'm not fighting to beat this guy and let everybody on the block know, yeah, I beat that guy. He's like 8 feet tall. Yeah. No. I'm fighting to make sure that this guy who's 8 feet tall will never come fuck with me again. So when I elbow him, I back fist him, bring him into my knee, and I throw him into this guy, rock this guy, and I'm back over here now. I'm probably off a frame, but I'm in perfect position away from them. Alright? If it works the other way, then I'm over here. I'm probably still off frame, but I'm in perfect position that I can still see them. And you want to be in a position where you can see your enemy. Like I said, the most dangerous guy is the guy behind you because you can't see him. So if they're both looking, his right eye, his left eye, and they're both looking exceptionally hard, and if they crack like smiles and can't keep a straight face, your ass is in danger. Alright? If both these guys are smiling, it's probably somebody behind you. Err in caution. Even if there's nobody behind you, or if there's a wall or something behind you, you need to make sure that whatever's behind you, that you know it's there, and that you see it's there. And if it's a person, you damn sure want to know that they're there. Now, a lot of people are probably going to give me some shit about that, but I don't see y'all out here teaching people the truth. Alright? You're going to say some shit, it's fine, I don't give a fuck. But what I am going to tell you this, if you got 2 guys in front of you, there's probably a 3rd guy behind you. If there's a 4th guy, you got problems. Understand, you don't necessarily gonna lose, but you are going to have to work. A lot of people don't understand that shit. You see this shit in the movies, multiple guys. Alright, that's cool and dandy and everything, but if you've never really been attacked by multiple people, how do you know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work? Alright? If you've just been, oh, well, I watch all these Jackie Chan and Jet Li and Sammo Hung movies. All three of them are great martial artists, all three of them are real martial artists. Now you gotta remember the stunt team that they beat the shit out of, probably also real martial artists. So you gotta take that shit into consideration, because you don't see these motherfuckers going out in the streets and getting in fights and shit. Alright? You really don't. And UFC fighters know if they go out and get in trouble in the streets, it's a scratch on their career, and it can probably end their career, especially if they're just getting started. So you gotta understand how shit actually works in the real world. This is a real life scenario, and I've been jumped before. I've been jumped before more than once in my lifetime. Only once on the job, but other places I've been jumped before too. So you have to understand, getting jumped is not a fucking joke. Your body position is everything. Striking distance is very important. Knowing how to use that striking distance, how to control that range is also very important. Like I said, I'm right on this guy. This guy's my main enemy because he was behind me. So if I'm over here and my right side is closer, elbow, back fist, knee. Alright? Same thing over here if my left fist is closer. Elbow, back fist, knee. Push him this way. Kick this guy. Set up. Because if this guy went down, this guy already went down, now I gotta worry about this guy. I have to keep my head on the swivel. My eyes have to be aware of everything around me. I have to understand that I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. They're not going to let me get out of here easily. So I need to make sure that when I leave, I can actually leave. Let's say the door's behind this guy. Alright? So I elbow him, I back fist him, I knee him, and I push him into this guy. I can step right out this door and never have to come back. I can close that door. And if I'm real smart, I can lock those three bastards in there by themselves. Probably not gonna be thinking about that when I'm scared of shit. And I will probably have a little bit of fear because I'm getting jumped by three people. Especially by Andre the Giant here. Alright? I understand that I'm 5'3.5". Any fight that I get into, it has to be a fight for survival. It can't be no fight for no one-sided victory. It can't be no fight where I can jump up and down and jump for joy. Yeah, I beat these guys. I beat these. No, fuck that shit. I survived. And I'm going to use lethal ordinance. Period. I'm going to use lethal fucking ordinance. I elbow him and I back fist him. I bring my knee. I'm aiming for his nose. In the heat of the battle, it's gonna hit whatever the fuck it hits. It's not gonna matter that I was aiming for his nose. What's gonna matter is, did I stop him? Or did I at least slow him down, push him into this guy so I can handle this guy and then get the fuck out of Dodge because my door's behind this guy. Now if I'm over here and my door's behind, simple as put, I can fake him out and run because my door is right here and I can get the fuck out of Dodge. Let's say both of them came in through this door and he was already there, I just didn't know it, so they backed me into it. You know, these are scenarios that you need to think about because these are things that can actually fucking happen to you, no matter where the fuck you are. Rather you be at work, rather you be somewhere out in the damn wilderness somewhere, there's always more than one. So you gotta be careful and be aware of who you piss off. Straight up, be aware of who you piss off. I might not have known John, I might not have known Steve, and I might not have known Cleveland. But I know I pissed them off on some level or another. They just magically found out where I worked at and decided we're gonna show up. I can't go nowhere. I got 3 men. If I try to go this way, he got me. If I go this way, he got me. If I ain't aware of this motherfucker and I try to step forward, he might got me. I do have a ponytail. So he might just grab that son of a bitch and pull me back. Understand, you have to understand your situation. You have to be aware. I got 3 people that's fixing to fight me. I didn't say we're fixing to win. I said they're fixing to fight me. The most dangerous guy is number 3. The guy behind me. Now they may have just caught me. Let's say they caught me at GalaxyCon and I pissed them off because my suit's better. Alright? So now they want to fight me. I ain't in my gear. They see me put my gear on, so they decided we're going to catch him when we catch him. And when they catch me, let's say they decide to catch me, I'm already in a bad fucking mood. So now I know I got this guy running his mouth. I got this guy running his mouth. This motherfucker ain't saying shit because he don't want me to know he's there. Alright? Now these guys are herding me towards him. My first option is him. It's no question. This guy behind me is my first option. I've got to look out the corner of my eye. When I see this dude looking, I'm focusing on what this guy's looking at because he's the closest one. So I'm going to turn. If I turn and I don't get hit, God bless me. But if I throw this as I turn and I hit him, God has blessed me. Alright? You got to count your blessings, especially when you're about to get jumped. So after I hit this guy, I push him into this guy, and I tag this guy, I can leave. Especially if I hurt them. If I didn't hurt them, I got a problem. Now I got to work to hurt them. Alright? I don't have to let them get up. Understand that shit. I don't have to let them get up. That's where a lot of people go wrong because they let their pride get in their way. Nah, fuck that shit. Boom, 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 shoot. They're both down. He's down. I'm out. Now let's just say that they're a little bit more complicated. That they actually know what the fuck they're doing. I'm going to keep this guy as my shield. I'm going to hold on to him. I'm going to break his elbow. Crack. Then I got him. I can put his arm in an arm bar and I can use him to protect me against them. And he's going to struggle. Without question, he's going to struggle. Because I just broke his elbow. It's going to be a lot of motherfucking pain. So he's going to try to fight to get out of that lock. He's down. He's not out. I'm more concerned about him, or are they more concerned about kicking my ass? Because if they're more concerned about him, the fight's over. Because they're not going to come after me. They're going to be mad as fuck. He's not going to come after me no more. He's going to want revenge, but he's going to take that shit over, which means he's probably going to get a firearm, find me, and then blow my brains out because he's a pussy. Alright? But you should have known, after I broke his elbows and his kneecaps, he probably should have known, I probably shouldn't be fucking with that dude. And the worst part of that is these two assholes probably are the people that convinced him that he could beat my ass. Your friends will do that to you. False courage is a thing. I personally would tell you, if you could run away or walk away from a fight, do that. I'm small. I'm a very, very tiny man. I'm 5'3.5". Most people ain't gonna let me walk nowhere. I understand that shit. Most people are not going to let me walk nowhere. So I don't get a say in how bad I got to fuck somebody up. I get a say when the police come and arrest my ass on why I did it. But I don't get a say in, well, I couldn't talk my way out of this fight. Got some birds and squirrels over there. Right. Sometimes you can talk your way out of a fight. Sometimes you can't. And on those times that you can't, you have to break people. Is it fair? It's fair to me. Because they shouldn't have been fucking with me in the first place. And the thing about martial arts, now I'm going to be honest. Let me get up where y'all can see me. The thing about martial arts ain't all peaches and rainbows. It ain't no unicorn shooting out brownies and shit. There's a brutally honest side to martial arts. There are things that you are taught, if you are taught by the right people, that can severely injure or maim somebody for the rest of their damn life. A lot of people don't want to hear that shit. And a lot of people don't understand. This is the reason why I say, be well-rounded. I can tell you right now, if I'm fighting these three dudes, it ain't gonna work with BJJ. Alright? It ain't gonna work with BJJ because if I drop to the ground, these motherfuckers just gonna start stomping. Boom, boom, boom. Kempo, Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, I got a fighting chance because those are striking arts. Capoeira, striking art. I can still fight with the ones that I named. I'm not gonna do well with BJJ. Not just because I suck at it, but it's a 3-on-1 situation. And when you watch BJJ tournaments, there's never a 3-on-1 BJJ tournament. Alright? So if you don't like what I said and you're a BJJ expert, form a video of you doing BJJ against 3 people. And if it shit works, I will apologize. But until it does, no. Because BJJ works on the ground. Not all fights go to the ground. If you think these 3 people took me to the ground, that they're going to break down and start doing BJJ, fuck no. You ain't never been in a street fight. When I get on the ground, they are going to stop a mud hole in my ass. Period. They're not going to let me get back up. which again is why I said body positioning is everything. And if you don't like the fact of what I just said about BJJ, that's a you problem, not a me problem, because you probably ain't never been jumped. And again, I'm not trying to insult y'all. I'm just letting you know. You got 3-on-1. You show me a video with BJJ working on the ground with 3 people attacking. Other than that, shut the fuck up. I know if I'm doing capoeira. Cool. My Jenga is strike. You know, when I'm doing my Jenga, wham. I'm doing drunken master. Wham. I know those are strikes. Alright, if I'm doing kung fu, I know it's a strike. If I'm doing karate, block, counter, I know it's a strike. If I'm doing taekwondo, I know those are strikes. If I'm doing kempo, I know those are strikes. I know that I don't have to worry about going to the ground because I got body manipulation power right here. He's coming, wham. I'm fighting on my feet. Now for regular jiu-jitsu, he throws a punch, I can grapple him and put him in an arm bar. Yeah. I can get behind him and put him in a chokehold. A lot of shit I can do on my feet. I'm not going to be doing with 3 people with BJJ on the fucking ground. I understand that shit. I'm not trying to insult you BJJ experts. But I promise you, if 3 people are fighting you, BJJ ain't going to work on the ground. Because while you got one of them, you still got to worry about the other 2. Pretty sure they don't teach you that in BJJ, because they didn't teach me that shit in the Army when I had to learn that shit. All hail Delta Company, Fort Benning, Georgia. Now, in Bravo, we learn Taekwondo. All hail Bravo, Fort Benning, Georgia. But I'm going to let you know right now, in the real world, or in the civilian world rather, 3 people aren't going to let you get on your back and beat their ass unless they are complete idiots. You don't get jumped by a lot of idiots. You get jumped by 10% of idiots. But you don't get jumped by a lot of idiots. I can tell you right now, the BJJ that I learned ain't going to work against 3 people on the ground. It's not. Because common sense is going to kick in. I can defend myself on my back, yeah. But what happens when this guy grabs my leg and this guy grabs my leg and this guy decides to go on top? You know? It doesn't matter how much scrambling I do if they're both holding my legs. I understand I'm not insulting BJJ. I'm just giving you some motherfucking facts about getting jumped by 3 fucking people. Because BJJ is not going to help you with 3 people. Judo might help you. Because judo is kind of, BJJ kind of came from that. Regular jiu-jitsu back in the 80s when they taught me that shit standing up is going to help you. Because you can put them in an arm bar and lock their shit up. And you don't have to go to the ground. I mean, you can. It's probably better if you don't, since you got 3 fucking people. You know, understand your body position. I know I just pissed off a lot of people about BJJ. I don't give a shit. Until a video is shown to me that 3 people attacking 1 guy and he using BJJ on the ground, on his back, not gonna happen. Now let's say these guys have different martial arts sets. This guy knows Kung Fu, so I'm more worried about him because he's the smallest guy. This guy knows Taekwondo, and this guy knows Kempo. Those are 3 of the main styles that I study and that I still practice. Alright? And they're all combined together for me. So, if this guy's throwing a Kung Fu hit, and I know that if I don't get to the outside, I'm in trouble. Alright? This guy's doing Taekwondo. So he's a distance fighter. This guy's doing whatever the fuck I just said because I done forgot. So, I gotta worry about him because I can't remember what I said. But whatever it is he says, I gotta remember what that style indicates. Now let's say this guy does traditional wushu, and this guy does traditional Wing Chun, and this guy does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's the least of my worries, because he's got to get on the ground to get me. And when he goes for the sprawl, boom! But I still got to worry about those 2 guys, you understand? His job being a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dude is to let me get to the ground so he can beat my ass. But I still got to worry about those 2 guys. The Kung Fu guy and the Taekwondo guy. Taekwondo guy's the least of my worries because he's going to be attacking me from distance. You know, he's going to be attacking me with shit that I got a good chance to see coming. This Kung Fu guy, he knows what I know. So I really got to eliminate his ass first. I got to eliminate him first. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, when he goes to sprawl, wham, I'm going to feed him a knee. Hopefully I hit him hard enough to knock his ass out. But while he's on the ground, I still got to deal with these two dudes. And these two dudes are lethal because they're doing striking arts. Let's say this dude does capoeira. This dude does wushu. And this one here, he's doing kempo. Better yet, fuck that. He's not doing kempo. He is doing Shaolin Northern Kung Fu. Alright? Wushu, Northern Kung Fu, and whatever the fuck I said this guy's doing. Capoeira. So, capoeira involves a lot of flight movements and very swift movements based off jingles. Alright? Wushu involves a lot of flight. I gotta make these two dudes collide and then worry about that guy. Alright? And the reason why I gotta worry about this guy last is because all of these are studied things that I've studied. Capoeira is fast as fuck. Wushu is fast as fuck, but it's mostly aerial. They do a lot of aerial shit too. If I can get them to collide in the air, I can make them take themselves out. But I gotta worry about this guy because his shit doesn't go in the air. Alright? I should have wrote all this shit down. But I didn't, because it's alive. But the thing is, you gotta understand when you are in a fight, you are in a fight with three people. Whether they know martial arts or not, you are still in a fight with three people. And fighting three people is a hell of a lot harder than fighting two people or fighting one person. Regardless of skill level, regardless of skill set, you are fighting three people. They are not going to fight you with your skill level. They're going to fight you with their skill level, which goes back to your body position. This is the most dangerous guy because he's behind me. Whether I throw a left elbow or a right elbow, he got to go first. If I throw a left elbow, I grab him because he's going to bend over because he's like 8 feet tall. So I elbow him in the sternum, he's coming down. When he comes down, I can shoulder hit him. I can pull my knee to his face and then push him this way and kick this guy. Looks fucked up, but it's more than likely to work than me to sit here, elbow this guy, try to go this guy, try to get this guy, especially when this guy was so much closer. Because I could do this, boom, you know. But what if I miss? What if he steps back and my guard was not up, but I threw this kick over here, he catches my foot. He stepped back, he catches my foot. This guy's down because I elbowed him and I shoved him into it. But what if he leaps over the guy when I shove him into him? So I shove this guy into him and he just goes, guy goes through his legs. He lands while I'm on this guy's ass. Now he's on me because I won't pay any fucking attention, trying to be cool. I want to make sure when I elbow this guy, I damage him real bad. Which is why I elbow him, bring my knee up and then shove him. I want to shove him in a close enough direction that he still blocks me. I kick this guy in the face. Alright? You gotta know your body position. Secondly, let's hope my door is this way. So after I shove this guy and kick this guy, I'm getting the fuck out of dodge. Alright? And in the event that I'm fighting people who actually are greater skilled than that, it's gonna take a little bit more work. So when I elbow this guy and I knee this guy, I'll back this guy, break this guy's elbow, then shove him into there, I got a better chance of doing this. But here's where some truth comes in. Fights don't work like that. Fights work fast, and they happen quick, quicker than a Thanos snap. Most fights generally only last 2 to 5 minutes max, unless you're really fucking good, or if you're making a hell of a fight scene for a hell of a movie. Then the fight's gonna last because I paid $19 to see you beat somebody's ass. All right, and you better beat somebody's ass. Understand the difference between a real fight and a movie fight. And if you have not been jumped before, understand that getting jumped is not hella slow. Getting jumped is hella fast, and you need to be able to stay calm and cool. You ain't gonna be collected, but you're gonna be calm. You ain't always gonna be cool, because it could be a weather situation. But you need to be calm and a little scared at the same time. There's that little bit of fear. Now notice I said fear, not petrified fear. There's 2 types of fear. There's that fear that I gotta do what I gotta do to survive, and then there's fear where you're just like cowering in the corner and you're just about to get your ass handed to you. There are 2 different fears, and you better learn that shit. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit afraid. A little bit of fear does wonders. Also able to work miracles, because you just want to live through it. Understand, when you are fighting 3 opponents, your body positioning right here is too goddamn close. It's close enough that I can deal an uppercut, but he's tall. He might see my fist coming. He might not. But he won't see that elbow coming because it's right there. You know, it's below his level. He's over my head, so he's gonna see over my head. So I elbow him and then I grab him because he's already coming down, and I throw my knee into his face and I shove him over there and I go after this guy. Then I'm gonna be doing some better chances of getting the fuck out of it. Hopefully I'm physically strong enough that when I elbow him, that he does bend over. I left that off for a reason because there are some people who are tough in the gut. People have certain limits on their toughness. But your joints can be broken. Your neck can be broken. I don't know if your lip can be broken, but everything else on your body can be broken. My job in defending myself is to make sure that I do that shit right the first goddamn time. That way I can handle your two buddies and this guy and get that shit out of the way. I'm not taking any questions because my computer is tripping. But I wanted to point that shit out because a lot of people don't understand how fights actually work. If I'm tough enough to take your hit and keep going, then I'm good and I'm gonna make it through. If I'm not tough enough to take your hit and keep going, there's gonna be a problem and it's gonna be for me. You have to understand how fighting works, and fighting is not something that you should ever take lightly. You should always take fighting seriously, and that way nothing goes wrong. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna end the live for TikTok and Instagram. Well, Instagram done paused, so I'm gonna end the live, and I'm going to post this YouTube at some point tonight. I hope that I taught you guys something. You don't have to listen, you don't have to believe me, but don't go out and try this shit. And if you've never been jumped on a job before, God has blessed you. If you've never been jumped at all before in your life, God has blessed you. But on the day that you get jumped, remember this triangle position. Remember your body position. Everything should be within striking distance. I'd rather it be your arm or rather it be your leg. So if I kick this guy, I need to be able to get this guy, and I need to be able to get this guy. And where I'm at right now, they're all in striking distance. If I was doing Taekwondo, where I could do that targeting bullshit, yes, every Taekwondo person has done this, where you kick this guy, you know, boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm talking about. They're all in targeting positions. So you got to be able to remember that. And if they're on targeting positions, that does not mean that they won't duck. Keep the duck factor in your head. People don't stand there and let you hit them. They don't. Unless they're a complete idiot. If they're a complete idiot, knock their freaking block off. Alright? That being said, I'm Echo from Great Wolf. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. This is Instagram and TikTok. I probably did that wrong, but thank you guys for watching. I hope I taught you something. Be seeing you. Thank you, Instagram. TikTok, I can't cut you off. Oh, damn it. There it goes. Now for you, are you even recording? Okay, it stopped. Where's the cursor? Oh shit. Damn, where the fuck is the cursor? Oh, that's not good. Okay. It's not stopping. It's still not.